What pair
You know what's better than a Big Four bank?
A bag that's bigger for me.
Bigger for making my money work harder.
And helping my business make it.
Bigger for helping us to buy a home.
Bigger for the community I care about.
My bank is bigger for what matters most. As Australia's most trusted bank, 2.5 million Aussies know that Bendigo Bank is bigger for them. And we're bigger for you.
Bendigo Bank, the better big bank.
Whether you're planning to grow your family, are pregnant or breastfeeding, trust Natalis Pregnancy Multivitamin. Australian made and endorsed by the Australian College of Midwives. Natalis, trusted pregnancy support for every mum.
Enough.
No more division.
No more hate.
No more racism.
No more anti-Semitism.
No more Islamophobia.
This country is built on diversity,
On fairness. On respect. Everyone is equal.
Everyone deserves to feel safe.
Hate is where it starts.
Here is where it stops.
It's time to stand up to hate.
Just iconic. Just mwah. Just an ordinary holiday? Nah. Just authentic. Just life-changing. Uluru. Just wow.
pet parents are having to fork out for it in the long run, so don't miss that story a little later in 7 News. Well, there's been...
In January 1997,
the previous record was set by Madonna in Brazil last year when 1.6 million fans turned out for her beachside show. Well, it was a rescue mission launched from Adelaide that made headlines around the world. On Flashback tonight, our crews from the Edinburgh Air Force Base helped pluck 2 stranded sailors after days missing in the remote Southern Ocean.
It's the most southerly search mission ever mounted from Australia.
The conditions were really extreme.
This is one of the most difficult rescues ever attempted by Australia's maritime authorities.
It was the rescue mission that had the world talking. In January 1997, 2 sailors in a solo round-the-world yacht race found themselves in serious strife.
British yachtsman 56-year-old Tony Bullimore and Frenchman Thierry Dubois, 29, both sent out distress beacons close to each other last night.
And they couldn't have been more remote.
The search area is 1,400 nautical miles southwest of Perth, closer to Antarctica than Australia.
It was about the same distance as Adelaide to off the coast of Perth and back again. That's the sort of range we were talking about, but way down south in the deep Southern Ocean.
A very long way to fly from Edinburgh.
The long-range Orion aircraft had to fly so far to reach the yachtsman, it had only 3 hours searching time over the scene.
Group Captain Roger McCutcheon was part of the 3rd crew that took off.
The seas were mountainous. We're talking wave heights of like 5 stories high.
The Navy sent help from Perth.
HMAS Adelaide, with a rescue helicopter on board, is steaming south.
I'm now travelling at 26 knots and hopefully may be able to improve a little bit on my arrival time down there, over.
They took about 3 days to get down there, which because of the distance.
Thierry Dubois was found first.
Found clinging to the rudder of his upturned yacht in mountainous seas.
In the water. Quarter mile. There he is.
This afternoon, an Air Force crew successfully dropped a radio right next to the life raft.
We were able to talk to him, and that was his first direct communications with anybody since he capsized.
This is the upturned yacht of English sailor Tony Bullymore. The question, is he alive inside?
We weren't sure whether he was inside or whether he'd got into a life raft and gone downwind.
Guys, it's just some great news. Mr. Bullymore has been found in the hull of the yacht and he's alive. Should be okay. They'll get him on Adelaide pretty soon.
Last night in Canberra, still praising his heroes, the man who spent 4 days in the hull of his upturned yacht personally thanked Prime Minister John Howard.
Those blokes did a terrific job.
Fantastic.
They were absolutely fantastic.
I told them all that if I have the privilege and the honour of meeting the Prime Minister, I'll mention each one of their names separately. So I'll send you a letter instead. You know?
Thierry, the French yachtsman, came to Adelaide to visit us, and to see him was fantastic.
I have only to say well done, guys, and thanks a lot.
They were given the keys to the city.
It was just massive, and had a lot of congratulations afterwards.
True heroes. Well, they might be popular, but these designer dogs are costing their owners a pretty penny. Coming up, we'll reveal the most expensive breeds when it comes to vet bills. What pet parents are having to fork out for